Things happen in cycles. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, motherfucker. Ghetto-ass hairstyles from the 90s are in style again in 2019. And it's around that time, Lucasfilm gets people's hopes up with a Star Wars trailer, only to bring forth yet another crushing disappointment. So hey, it's Dances with White Chicks here. Not like you're hearing this from my black ass first, but we have a teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And of course, I have some things to say. So this is J.J. Abrams' attempt to salvage and redeem the sequel trilogy, a feat that somehow people still think is possible. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing by expecting Lucasfilm to not completely fuck shit up. But don't worry, maybe I'm being too harsh. It isn't like they made this as they went along, right, Kathleen?
Well,
but let me quit. I'll start off by seriously saying, I will fully admit when it comes to this trailer, I'm biased. I love white chick foreheads. This shit is just beautiful. When these beautiful white chicks with the beautiful ass foreheads are out here and shit, I just can't, I just start trembling and shit. But also, I'm biased because I had a very, very, very negative reaction to The Last Jedi, and I simply have never stopped hating it. And that hate turned to indifference towards the entire franchise. I just didn't even care. I had no desire to see whatever the hell was next. In fact, I'm going to fully admit that I was quietly salivating whenever Star Wars failed after that, even rooting for Episode 9 to fall flat on his face, if only to be a fuck you to the studio that clearly couldn't be bothered to plan anything out for this trilogy in the first place, and to say that there's a consequence for you pulling that bullshit. So this trailer dropped, and I went in wanting to absolutely hate it. So did I hate it? No. But did I like it? No. But again, I said I'm biased. But it's pretty clear. They are banking on nostalgia and want to give the impression that this film is going to right the wrongs of The Last Jedi. Why is this obvious? Let's talk about the title of the episode. The Rise of Skywalker.
Get your trick ass bitch.
Interesting name. Why the fuck do you have it? Let's hear Kathleen Kennedy's explanation on why they went with this title.
I think The Rise of Skywalker, it doesn't answer anything. It's provocative, it asks questions, and it could mean a lot of different things. And I think that that's what was important to us. We didn't want to have a title that felt like it was telling you the story.
Yeah, no offense, Kathleen, but I call bullshit. I think it's kinda obvious why the name would be selected. The title wants to get fans to believe there's somehow hope for the Skywalker line to survive. What does hearing Rise and Skywalker get you to think? Oh, does this mean Luke will come back to life? Does this mean the Skywalker line isn't dead? It wants you to think the answer to these questions will be answered in the film, and thus spark a renewed interest in it. And apparently, that's all you need to get people's hopes up again. But let's talk about what we actually see in the trailer. Rey, breathing. Kylo letting the past die by doing the exact same things he's been doing this entire trilogy. Lando smiling before the film inevitably kills him. And of course, this. So the Emperor's New Groove is apparently to wind up in this motherfucking film. How do I feel about this? Ugh. Well, on one hand, if this is supposed to be the close of the Skywalker saga, well, JJ would be screwed by not bringing anything back from the rest of the series, as The Last Jedi destroyed anything built from The Force Awakens, and there was nothing else to do besides try to build up something in one film and conclude the trilogy that had very little story progression to begin with. Now, of course, we don't know how huge the role will be of Palpatine in this film, but I'm gonna take a guess and say it will be significant. But this shit feels cheap at the same time. This was clearly not the original plan. Or at least, I should say, I don't believe that it was part of the original plan. Even though they're trying to say that it was right now. I mean, come on. You gotta listen to this shit.
What can you tell us about this? How long was this in the cards? Was this sort of in the blueprint from Episode 7?
This has been in the blueprint for a long time. Yeah, we had not landed on exactly how we might do that, but yes, it's
always to be in Episode 9.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Honestly, it's very unlikely they aren't lying. The only scenarios they aren't is either A, Palpatine's role was just something minute and was always meant to be just a cameo and this is just a trailer revealing that, or B, everything with The Last Jedi was supposed to happen to make room for Palpatine to be the main villain. We all know that again, The Last Jedi was not supposed to happen. Even if they wanted to include Palpatine in Episode 9 to begin with, I don't believe that they had intended him to ever be a main villain again if they expected the likes of Snoke to be around. So, who knows? Maybe they would have used Snoke and Palpatine around, but doubtful. Forgive me that I no longer give Lucasfilm the benefit of the doubt, but regardless of what I say, this is happening. It just feels so fan-servicey. Throw Palpatine back and everyone's forgetting the fuckery over the past 2 years? Now we somehow feel that this is going to definitely steer the story back into a cohesive direction. Nah. Fan service doesn't mean a damn thing. I'm not even going to get into what's already been said about this changing the importance of Episode 6. You don't need me to say it. All I'll say is, Ruin Johnson wrote JJ in a corner. We knew this already, but either way, he ends up losing. It's sad. I don't blame JJ for this. If he did something completely new, well, it will fall flat because you gotta do this shit in one damn movie. You gotta build something up in one damn movie and have it conclude. Bam, it's not gonna stick with audiences as much. But if you bring something back, well, it's gonna come off as contrived anyway. That's just to say, either way, he was fucked. Poor JJ. I don't feel bad for him, but hey, it's not all his fault. Let me say this. Let's say somehow Episode 9 doesn't completely suck, and he's able to make something out of this mess. I will give him credit where credit is due. But it's whatever. This shit will make $1 billion, and Lucasfilm will be rewarded for the minimum amount of effort on this trilogy. It's just a bit too easy to get people hyped. There's nothing wrong with liking this trailer, but from everything you know about what's already been done, at least approach this with some skepticism, okay? Don't be expecting some great film when the writing is on the wall. All I'll say, if you're expecting something great, don't set yourself up for disappointment. But you're free to disagree and say whatever. You can have a different opinion. You can like this shit. It doesn't matter. So thanks for watching this annoying shit. Cause I know, listen, I know, I hear my voice, I'm like, bruh, like, sometimes, yeah, hearing this shit can get annoying. Cause I sound like a combination of Cat Williams and fucking Daffy Duck and shit. But hey, I'm talking about a topic some of you motherfuckers care about, right? Yeah, who knows? Not like anyone's gonna see this anyway. But thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Subscribe if you want. All that.